It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. So last night, I had a night without Nix, and honestly, it was the first night that I'd had that I didn't have stuff going on, and not having her there with me, it was very, very weird. So normally, if Nix isn't there with me, it's because I have a reason. I gotta do something for work. I gotta go do something social or something. And so I have stuff going on. Last night, Nix stayed at the vet office, and they keep her overnight just to make sure she's okay after getting fixed. And I get home, and I'm just like, what the heck am I supposed to do? I had no idea what I was supposed to do, because usually I go home, I get Nix, we play, and then we go on little adventures, and we get stuff done around the house and around the yard. And I'm just like, now I don't have to entertain her for one night. It's so weird. So I ordered pizza and I watched TV, because she doesn't like to chill out very much unless it's later at night after we've done some stuff. Yeah, no. I laid on the couch and I binge watched TV, which I haven't done in like forever. I actually got really bored really quickly too. So yeah, one night without Nix, it was weird. I'm ready for her to come home. I slept like crap last night too, because she wasn't there with me. And let's just say I'm ready for her to come home. I miss my puppy dog. All right, so I told you this yesterday. Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben Affleck on their second anniversary, and I guess she wanted to do that just to send a message. I don't know why. Jack Black, Paul Rudd will star in a reimagining of the 1997 trash classic horror flick Anaconda. I've never even heard of that. Gordon Ramsay is getting his own reality TV show. Doesn't he already have like 12 of those? Anyways, let's see. Imagine Dragons drummer is leaving the band to focus on film composing. Okay. And Taylor Swift broke a record at Wembley Stadium, previously held by Michael Jackson. So just some little quick ones for you. Your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. Today's the day, even though I feel like it's way too early. And pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks today. And I guess it really is the earliest they've ever brought it back. The old record was August 24th. And they're also debuting a new drink based on a secret menu. The Ice Apple Crisp Non-Dairy Cream Chai. That sounds horrible. If it is longer than somebody's name, then just no. Also, I feel like Starbucks is just irrelevant anymore. Does anybody still go to Starbucks? Idaho's #1 hit music channel. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. I was in pain yesterday, and I still am today. So yesterday, I was telling you earlier, Nix stayed at the vet office after she got fixed, just so they could keep track of her and what's going on with her. And so I'm just like, cool, I'm gonna go shopping for a little bit after work today. And so I did, ran over to Uptown Cheapskate and went shopping for a little bit. It was going great until I had to go into the dressing room and try on the outfits that I found. Not the greatest thing in the world, because if you don't know this, I crashed my motorcycle, last week, and I'm still in some nice bits of pain, but that was terrible. So I have bruised ribs on my right side, and trying on multiple outfits, raising my shoulder or my arm up and my shoulder a bunch. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. My ribs, I ended up leaving the dressing room crying. For once, it wasn't about the clothes. This time, it was about my ribs hurting. And I drove home, and my ribs were killing me. So, yeah. Ribs, not my favorite thing to deal with. And they say that you can't even do anything about it. It's just you have to deal with the pain. And I don't like that. I took some Advil. That's about it. It kind of numbed it down for me, but not enough. Yeah. If anybody has ever dealt with bruised ribs, I need advice on how to make it through this, because I am struggling. Like right now, they're okay. It's like a very dull pain, but yesterday, horrible. This is the most random thing I have ever seen on the internet. So Chick-fil-A is developing a streaming service. You know, the fast food restaurant, they serve chicken. That's it. They're going to be doing that to showcase family-friendly content, and they plan to focus on unscripted content like reality and game shows. but also scripted shows and animation. So I don't know. Nobody knows when this is going to happen. I feel like this is just a rumor right now, but cool. That's what we need. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Everybody cross their fingers that I actually do the adult thing today because I have been struggling to do it. I missed it twice before. Getting my oil changed in my pickup, I've missed it twice. Granted, the first time I missed it, I crashed my motorcycle. Second time, I just completely forgot about it. And so I got to go take it over here in about an hour, I believe. And I can't miss it because I really, 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 really need them to check out my pickup. I'm so bad at vehicle maintenance. Like, I know I'm not the only girl out there. I know it. But I don't have my dad getting at me every single day. Did you check your oil? Did you do your oil? Did you check your oil? Kate, take care of your vehicle. It's hard. It's hard. So, everybody, if you can, remind me to take my pickup over to the place in like an hour, okay? I got to get this done. Thanks. What is a pronunciation error that always annoys you? 208-524-1033 or on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Just because I like to bug people that aren't actually here from Idaho, you can always tell when they do this. And it bugs me, but it doesn't like bug me. I think it's funny to correct them when they say Boise or Dubois or Dubois. No. Anyways, I'm just like, if you want to blend in with all the locals, you got to say Boise and Dubois. Okay? That's mine. What about you? 208-524-1033. Where was the one that I was looking at? I thought it was so funny. Alex says both with an L instead of both. Gets me every time. Ooh, Alex, I might be that person. I'm sorry. I just realized that. And then Cindy, I actually didn't realize this was one. Nuclear. I feel like I go back and forth on that one. I'm sorry. Larry, probably instead of probably. I don't think I've ever used that. And this one gets me so angry. I'm with Shannon on this one. Espresso? No, it's espresso. Thank you, Sabrina Carpenter, for giving us a song for everybody to understand the right pronunciation of that word. So, what is a pronunciation error that always annoys you? 208-524-1033 or on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. So there's a new trend going around that says having ChatGPT roast your Instagram feed. It's a new thing on Instagram now. And I'm not going to lie, I did it for my Instagram. I probably should do it for Z103's Instagram too. And it's more of a way for ChatGPT to help you figure out how to make your Instagram feed more cohesive, more appealing to the eye, really. So it's not really a roast. It's just like friendly, hey, you should change this. Hey, this looks great, but you should maybe change this too. So if you're trying to improve your social media, that'd probably be a good start. Okay, so just a friendly reminder for everybody today. If you don't know what somebody is going through, it is not your business to say anything about them, okay? I was talking to somebody not too long ago, and they just started criticizing this person that was walking by us. And I'm just like, you don't know their story. Granted, nobody knows anybody's story. And so here is just a rule that I go by with when you're meeting people or talking about people or anything. If they cannot change what you're talking about within 5 minutes, then it is none of your business, okay? Because everybody's got something going on in their life, and they're trying their very dang hardest. So the world is full of a lot of crappy things. Be the good. Try to be a little bit nicer. Just saying. Love you. Be good. Have fun. I don't know how to end this. Bye. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. I am getting so tired of Hulu. Like, there's nothing good on Hulu anymore. There's only TV series, and I really do not care for TV series. I would like good movies. I'm more of a movie person than a series person because if I start a series, I'm going to get way too invested into them, and then I'm going to waste too much time on them. So with that, if anybody has any suggestions on what is better than Hulu that doesn't have a ton of series, that has more movies, basically, I like movies. I've always liked movies. Hulu is just not doing it for me. I finished a movie last night. I turned on a series that I had watched at one point. I've started at least 13 different series on Hulu. Have I finished any of them? Only 2 of them, actually. The Rookie and 911. And both of them left me on cliffhangers, and I don't get to know what happens next. It's the only bummer about that. See, and that's another thing that I hate about series. Quit leaving me on cliffhangers and just get it over with. I'm tired of waiting on these things. So yeah, I think I'm going to ditch Hulu. Is Netflix better still? Is there anything better than Netflix? Like I said, I like movies, and I also like rom-coms, obviously. I'm a chick. So if anybody has any suggestions, I would greatly take them. 208-524-1033. Thank you. I fear that this is the type of burglar that I would totally be in. So a burglar broke into an apartment in Rome Tuesday night. He was caught because he got distracted mid-theft when he saw a book that he wanted to check out that was on the table about Greek mythology. The book was called The Iliad. And it is, I don't need to explain what it's about, but the owner of the property woke up, confronted the burglar as he was sitting there reading the book. He was just, chilling, looking at the book, and then, he was startled. He tried to escape from the balcony where he came in, but he was caught by the police. And he had a bag full of designer clothes, which, he had stolen earlier that night, and some of the other stuff that he had stolen. But yeah. He was caught because he got distracted by the book, and I don't think he even got the book with him either. Such a bummer. Anyways, that would totally be me if I was a burglar. I would get distracted by a book. Absolutely. So apparently today is National Tooth Fairy Day, and it's celebrated twice a year. So first one, it's back in February. And I also found out that the average price per tooth has dropped for the first time in 5 years. $5.84. Kids, you better be very grateful for your tooth fairies that you have right now, because my tooth fairy never brought me $5. I was lucky if my tooth fairy brought me maybe a quarter. So feel very special. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I am out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.